explore ACL in ServiceNow. So let's see what are the topics covered in ACL. What is ACL? How to create ACL? What is ACL configuration? So before we go to the ACL, how to create the ACL, we'll understand the concept of ACL. What is an ACL all about? So ACL are the security rules that controls users' access to data in system tables. ACL control access to entire tables and to individual field. When we talk about ACL, we talk about security, that is the data security, how to secure data from an unauthorized user. When you talk about security, the security has to be implemented in multiple levels and in multiple ways. So we have a different type of security. We have single sign-on, we have secured socket layout, we have Google authentication mechanism, we have conditional security, we have contextual security, and then we have an ACL. Now I'll go to my ServiceNow instance where I will go and create the ACL based on the requirement. So here to navigate to ACL, go to the navigator bar and type ACL. Under the system security, we can see an ACL. We have an option called ACL. Click on ACL. So once you click on this, we don't have the access to write a new ACL. Here we can see lot of options available, but we don't have the options to create a new ACL. So to create a new ACL, we need a leader specific role. Then only we can go and create a new ACL. So what role we need? We need a security admin role to create a ACL. This is basically an elevated privilege role. So how can we get that particular role? To get that particular role, we have to click on the system administrator, click on elevated role. Here we have an option of security admin. Click on the checkbox and then click on OK. So once you click on OK, you can see unlock icon is displayed. So it means a particular role is assigned to you. So now let's understand the requirement. So here I'm going to navigate to the incident form. I'll go and click on the incident in the navigator bar. Type incident in the navigator bar, and I will go and click on create new. So here you can see a lot of fields available here. We have an employee location, incident number, we have a caller, category, subcategory. So let's take an example. If a user has a specific role, then only he can go and write in this particular employee location field. So based on the requirement, we are going to implement the ACL over here. So that the user should have that particular specific role, and then he will write on this particular employee location field. I'll go back to my ACL now, and I will go and click on create new ACL. Here we have a lot of field. We have a type, operation, admin override. We'll go and click on type. So in the type, we are getting client callable, flow object, client callable script include processor, record, REST endpoint, UI page, UX page. So most of the time or every time we create ACL for record and UI pages. And sometime for REST endpoint we create. Now I have selected the record over here. It means we have a lot of record for a specific table. Incident table is having a lot of record. Your problem table is having a lot of record. Your change table is having a lot of record. So if you go and select the record in the operations, and we have a lot of operations like to perform, we have execute, create, read, write, delete. So it means if you want that a particular record user can create, so we will select that create. If a user want to write, he can go and write on that particular table, particular form. So here create, read, write, delete are basically four operations which is widely used. Now I will go and select a type, something called record, and operation we will select the write over here. Now we have an admin override. Now what does it mean? So whatever the admin, the conditions, whatever the role doesn't mean for admin, admin can do anything, particularly restriction is not applicable for admin. Now, if we uncheck this box, it means the admin need to satisfy the rule. Then only the admin will have the access for that particular object. Now we have an admin. Sorry, we have an active. That means if you want to work the ACL, you need to select the box as an active, or if you want to disable, you can go and uncheck this box over here. Now, if you go and click on advanced, below you will get the script over here. You can see we have a script editor where we can go and write the script. I will uncheck this box. Name field. This is an important field, that means for which for which table you are going to write the ACL. So if I want to write the ACL for the incident or problem or change, I need to select the particular table over here. So here I am going to select the incident table. So now here you can see we have a star. What does it mean? A star is a wildcard rule of a table, so it means applicable for all tables. Okay, now I'll select the table as an incident, and in the field location we have a lot of options available. We have a star, we have an active over here, we have a field name over here. Now if I select none, what does it mean? So it means this ACL, whatever the rule I am creating, is applicable to the incident table. So if the users satisfy the particular rule, that means users can access to all the fields in that particular tables. Now here I will go and select the star. So the same thing you can see if a star is applicable to that particular all the tables. Now we'll select the particular field name. So what is the field name? The field name is employee location field. Okay. So as per our requirement, I will select the particular field called employee location field over here. So description, we can write anything based on your business requirement. Now in the down, we have a definition. It says how the ACL work. User has to satisfy the role. Second important thing is condition, and the third important thing is script. I'm clicking in the advanced over here. Then you can see again the script editor in the down. So it means something is given role, something is given on condition, and something given on the script. That user must satisfy all the three fields, then only he can access to the particular field, or he can write on that particular field. Now if the condition is not given as true, and if the script is not given, that means it evaluates to true. So this is basically a three strike rule. Now here what I'm giving over here is I'm going giving a particular role, that the user has some specific role, can access to that particular field and can write on that. So here I'm giving the role. We have a test role, test demo one I'm giving, so that the users can have access to that particular field. So here I'm not giving any conditions or writing any script. Here it means the condition is true and the script evaluates to true. So now I'm saving. Now once I click on submit, we have an option, we have a window open. Verify the security rules for the employee location. Basically, it says the window is a ACL watcher, ACL configuration watcher, that whatever we are going to do, here we are going to add a new ACL for the particular field. Now we'll click on continue over here. So now what next? To test, we'll go to the user who is having that particular role. To test, we'll go to the impersonate user. So here I'm impersonating with test user 1. Navigate to the incident. See, he is able to write it, so that the test user is, so now here the test user is satisfying the particular value in ACL. Now I'm going to navigate to some other user, test user 2. The same, I will go and navigate the incident form. create new. So here you can see this particular user not able to write anything because he don't have that particular role. So this is the way we create ACL. Through ACL, we are allowing the users to access the field to write in the field. So in this way, we understand the concept of ACL. So what is an ACL, how to create an ACL, how to configure the ACL. So I hope this video help you to understand the ACL in details. Please also share and like my YouTube channel. And if you have any suggestion and comment or any feedback, please share with me. Thank you very much. Bye bye.